When I went to university to do computer science, I thought that AI would change every sector but would leave coding untouched. Fast forward 10 years ahead, and we have Cursor AI, which is a cool product for anyone who wants to code without writing any single line of code. Much has been said of everyone on Earth being a programmer. Using natural language, anyone can now create programs that would have needed a few software engineers. In this video, I have decided to show you how simple it is to use Cursor. You can use it to create new code and new programs, but here I will be showing you how to use Cursor to edit existing code. I have some ML code that I want to improve on, so I turned to Cursor AI for some help. So the way to prompt the AI is by using Ctrl-L. Note that Cursor uses several large language models, and you can choose the model you want to use at any given time. I decided to use Claude 3.5 Sonnet since it is the best for coding among all the frontier models. The first thing I wanted to know was what I could do to improve the code, and without any doubt, I got answers immediately. Cursor reviews your code and then proposes necessary changes that you can make to the code to either improve it or correct any errors that may be in the code. Remember, you can also use Cursor to create new code. It gives suggestions on the right-hand side with buttons that allow you to either copy the code or apply it directly to your code. It also provides a button where you can ask any question related to the code it provides you with. This makes it easy to use the app more and more. As I'm using it, a question just came to my mind. Is this the future of coding, or will language models become the coding tools of the future? Think of it in a way where we do not need to write code at all. There will be no apps, and therefore coding will not be necessary. Just language models that can do anything you want them to do. They can be apps, chatbots, buddies, and so on. For those of you who are not programmers, it is possible to write full programs using Cursor, but you will require some knowledge of how apps work and on the language you will be using. But you may not be necessarily required to learn programming, but just the basics. It is amazing how in just seconds you can get a new version of your code to play with, and with adjustments that make it work better. If you are not a copy and paste person, which no one should be, then Cursor AI provides you with all the necessary explanations to make sure you understand what is going on and where each line of code should be placed in the original code. Below the code, all the new code and any changes are explained step by step to make sure you are aware of what needs to be changed. This is why having some background information on coding can be helpful. Imagine trying to make sense of what the comments mean when you have no background at all. Let me know what you think of this app in the comments below. And before I forget, Cursor is a fork of VS Code. This allows you to focus on your code with AI while offering a familiar text editing experience. You can import all your VS Code extensions, themes, and even settings to give you that familiar look. As you can see from the screen, it is as if I am using VS Code. Not only VS Code, but it does the same with all the text and code editors available. What do you think? Is it worth it? By the way, I'm using the free version, but for large-scale software development, you might need a paid-for subscription. I wanted to keep this video short and therefore did not explore writing new code, which I will do in a later video. So make sure you are subscribed and hit the notification bell to be informed once I upload the next video. Have a lovely day and see you in the next one.